Well, hello, and a very happy Wednesday to those who are just coming on in to Cruise Talk Live, which is going to be a little bit different today. I am going to explain, but as everybody comes in, let's just play the intro, and then I'll come back and I'll explain. I got some surprises, and I still have a show, though. Don't worry, we still have a show. All right, roll the intro. Well, hello everyone, and happy Wednesday. Thank you for joining me for Cruise Talk Live, which I guess for a little while is going to be a YouTube Talk Live. There has been a lot of requests to do a little bit more segments between me and Bill about YouTube, but unfortunately, our good friend Bill is not going to be here with us tonight. He is not feeling very well, so unfortunately, he did have to cancel. But I am here and I am ready to kind of talk about YouTube and talk about going live. I will preface first, Ron from the Fam Adventures and his family, Ron and Darlene, had hit me up and asked me a bunch of questions about going live, and he knows that I go live 4 or 5 times a week. A lot of you guys in the chat also know I go live 4 or 5 times a week, and he asked me about it, and I said, hey, can I put together a show with Bill and some of my other co-hosts? And he said that would be great. So Ron, this show is dedicated to you, where you're actually going to get a 2-part show. You're going to get this week with this co-host and special co-host of mine. Special, kind of special, always special to me, but I see them on a weekly basis. And then next week, we are going to resume this with Bill. So you guys get a double header, a double treat. And that is the wonderful thing about working and being being with so many other people on YouTube, with other collabs and other shows, with many talents that you can kind of I don't know, call it the last minute a co-host. And yeah, with no other, I couldn't think any better of this couple that I'm going to actually call up here very quickly here. Chet and Robin from Sea Lake Journeys. I get to talk to them very quite often, probably almost every single day. And I also do a podcast with Chet and Elisa. And Robin is actually, she has a lot of input in this podcast. And they also have a live show together, which they will talk about. So I figured what better couple to come up and talk about YouTube than these two. So help me bring to the stage Robin and Chen from Sea Lake Journeys.
Hey everybody!
How you doing? Oh my God, they're clapping louder. Woo!
That music for your intro, Scott, just had us over here.
Oh, yes.
Wow.
We had the trumpets going and the violins and
The tambourines.
and the Mippy with all of her carnival pins.
We had the cowbell. We had the squeaky ducks.
We had it all.
I love it. I love it.
Dog.
That's definitely one of the things that I like to do for my shows, the intros and the outros. So I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm sure some people on the chat enjoyed it. But I do thank you guys for coming up last minute with me on this topic. I know you guys go live a bunch on YouTube, so I thought you guys would be great to talk about this topic.
Well, we are always pleased when you invite us to be on your show. We love you so much. And we love collaborating with you. And the podcast that Sea Lake Journeys and Elisa Adventures in Cruising and
What
Scott's channel?
Oh, Scott from
Controversial Cruiser. The cruiser. The controversial cruiser.
Controversial cruising, Scott.
Yeah. That podcast has just really been so much fun to work on.
It really has.
And I'm not on camera for that, but I do put my input in from the background. So you're still getting what I think too.
100%. And I know a lot of those notes that are shared too are from both of you. So. And of course, anytime you want to come in, like I said, and be on the podcast, please, you are part of Sea Lake Journeys always.
Well, I am Sea Lake Journeys. Legally, Sea Lake Journeys is in my name. So legally, I am Sea Lake Journeys. But you know what?
Sea Lake Journeys.
That's right.
That's right.
But you know, going live is a topic that we've had on our channel before. We have done some lives where we talked about going live, because so every time you turn around, there's either new channels out there or channels that have been there for a long time and they've just never done lives. And lives are a great way to reach people in the electronic technical YouTube world as well as the podcast world. So I'm excited for this topic. I can't even talk tonight.
It's this shirt. She's distracted by the shirt.
I'm so excited too. Yes. And honestly, I could remember the first time I went live, how nervous I was. Now I don't even get nervous. I just kind of pump myself up. I listen to something like my live and we just kind of go. But I remember my very first live and how nerve-wracking that was. So I think sharing the thoughts of how one works through going live and that YouTube journey, I think that's really important. So
our very first live, we had nobody showed up for the live, and overall it only got 10 views, and the 10 views were from our family and friends, and they weren't even watching it live when it took place. So, and here we are a couple years later doing live several times a week,
which is awesome. And one of them I get to do with you guys. So but before this chat runs away, let's see who is here. We have Orange Cone Vlog. Hello, Orange Cone. Welcome in. Thank you very much for posting that link over there too as well. Sorry for the confusion. Dustin Anderson is here. Hello, Dustin. Welcome in. TJ is here. Hello, TJ. Will G is here. Hello, Will G says, evening, y'all. Cruz, hey, fam. What's up? Hey, Cruz, how are you? Shay is here. Hey, Scott, how are you, Shay? Najuma Brown joins us. Hello, Najoma. Don't forget to hit that like button. Says BFE. Thank you very much, BFE. I think the barbecue sauce is on its way tomorrow. I want a barbecue sauce from BFE. I'm going to make something special with it.
They do a lot of giveaways on their channel.
They do. They're so awesome. Maggie's here. Hello. There's that Run It Back ministry. Did you see that?
Run it back.
Run it back, baby.
We'll play it next week too for Bill. We definitely will. And Chen actually had Run It Back too. If I had enough time, I would have edited the intro, but I didn't have enough time.
Yes, we have witnessed Run It Back live and in person.
Yes.
Oh, I have the footage. I have.
No, we've seen you there too.
Joe Hupp is here. Hello, Joe Hupp.
Joe!
Says hello, Cheddarita, Scott, and Bill. Bill is not here, and Cheddarita, he prefers Chet Mix. Chet Mix. I love
the
that.
Chetinator.
Or what was the other one?
Or the Chetinator.
Chetinator.
Tonight I'm Batman, and this is Robin from Sea Lake Journeys.
I love it. Adventures with Uncle Dave. Hello. Happy New Year to you, my friend. Happy New Year to everybody in the chat, too. I forgot it was New Year's. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Antoinette at Fun. Hello, Antoinette. Welcome in. It's a Cruise Life. Hello, It's a Cruise Life. Pete and Lisa, welcome in. Let's see. Frankie Floyd joins us. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you, Frankie. Let's see. Angela, whatever floats your boat. Yes. Hello. Not Angela. Angie. I'm sorry, Angie. Floats your boat. Welcome in. Yes, and Shay is sending healing vibes to Bill if he is lurking in the chat. But either way, we are always sending healing vibes. Let's see here. Kimberly Lavelle. Hello, Kimberly Lavelle. Welcome in. Welcome in. My aunt and uncle are here. Aunt June and Uncle Brady. Hello, welcome in, guys. Randy from the Scrow's Nest. Happy New Year, all. Happy New Year to you. This is a very timely show. I plan to go live soon. I just need a big shove. And you want to know what's funny, Randy? I think a lot of people who are thinking about going live or are on the fence like you are and need that shove. I think or at least I hope that this live really finds them because going live is really good and it can really break you out of your shell. I never thought I would ever be going live 5 times a week and having people actually want me to go live 5 times a week. So, it's crazy. It's crazy. I'm here to give you that big shove, and I'm here to give everybody that big shove who is on that fence. Yes, and gently shoves Randy. Gently shoving you back there, Orange Cone Vlog, and everybody. I'm officially on vacation. Well, yes, I love that. You can do it. Lisa says, hey, my besties are live. Well, hey, hello. Our other fourth conscious cruiser. Welcome in. Hey, my besties. Backlash Fisherman, Maddie Too Cruzy is here. Hello. Happy New Year to you.
Matt.
Yes, and I am going to be cruising with Kimberly Lavelle on that FFS number 7. I can't wait. It's going to be amazing. Seeing my parents before, then I'm going on FFS. I'm meeting Kimberly and Carnival Cruise Addicts again and Cruise Life TV. It's going to be amazing. Squeaky, 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 said Backlash Fisherman. How's the pizza tonight? Oh God, we don't want to know about the pizza. You can go watch the short. little burnt. Travels with PMB. Hello, Paul. Welcome in. Thanks for coming in. Kelly, I bring it every day. Hello, Kelly. Welcome in. Great to see you. Scott said, I didn't know you and No Pants were related to June and Brady. It says, well, kind of, just the same as me. Adopted sort of kind of cruise aunt and uncle. So I do talk to June and Brady more than I do my aunt and uncle, but not by default, just because that's the way it works. And yeah, so Let's see. Oh, lots of cruising. Yes, lots of cruising. But today we're going to be talking about YouTube, Kelly, and talking about going live. What cruises do you have lined up for this year? If you want to see what cruises I have lined up, my shipmate is, I will put it down here in the chat, even though I am behind. It's Scotty Cruise for those. Whoa, not that big C. It's Scotty Cruise, just like that on Shipmate. I didn't know you guys like Shipmate this much. I don't know. You guys are crazy. But yeah, you can see all my cruises there. I think I have them all. Yeah, I think I know I added all of them on there. So as of now, I might book more, but we'll see. Pizza has pineapples. Yeah, well, this one was just charcoal. Yeah. Donna says, hi, hello, Miss OCV. Welcome in. Welcome in. Yes, Richard and Scott are related. Yeah, clearly. Yeah, we are definitely
twins.
We are definitely twins. All right, we are down to the bottom. So let's talk about this thing, this little thing called going live on YouTube. Ron had sent in a few specific questions that I've mixed into the mix here, but I've also have some too as well that I remember thinking to myself, and I remember asking Bill, and I remember asking Destination Fun and Embarkation Nation and Eddie, and some of these channels that I met early on, and I had no idea who they were. I had no idea. I found them. I don't even know how I found them. I can't even tell you. I think the first YouTube channel I ever found online was the Traveling Gilberts. I actually love cruising out of New Orleans. Pray for New Orleans. We won't talk about that, but pray for New Orleans. And I found them about cruising and New Orleans, and it was amazing. And then I hopped in and here I am. So let me ask you, Chet and Robin, what are some of the hurdles that one can plan for along the way, kind of going live, when going live?
Well, I would have to say the biggest hurdle that every single person that has ever done a live, ever going to be doing a live, and continues to do lives is technical difficulties.
Oh, yeah. They
come up. There's nothing we can do about it. The best thing to do is recover as quickly and as gracefully as you can. If for any reason you have to stop your live and go out there and, recreate it again, make sure you tell your audience, hey guys, listen, or even put it in the chat, because if they can't hear you, if it's an audio problem, put it in the chat, say, hey, got issues, give me 5 minutes, look for my new link, I will be back. And they will come back and they will watch you. They won't be so upset that, oh, just forget it. They don't know what they're doing. I don't think I've ever had anybody say, you don't know what you're doing, I'm never going to watch you again. Never. Have you ever had that, Scott? Have you ever had anybody say that to you?
I hope not to my face anyway. I don't know. Has anybody said it behind my back? I hope not.
I don't think so, because we all know that we have difficulty. And sometimes it's internet difficulty. Sometimes it's the computer. Sometimes it's the microphone. Sometimes it's just you think you have a problem. You really don't, but you saw something in the chat that made you think people couldn't hear you, or made you think, they couldn't see you, or it was a fuzzy picture or something.
Sometimes you spill an entire drink right before you're live on your laptop.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, we've all had it, and we will all continue to have it. And like I said, the best thing to do is recover as quickly as possible.
Absolutely. I think that's definitely a good tip. Jimmy comes in and says, who are you again? Well, who are you, Mr. Jimmy? Also, anybody that does go live too, like Jimmy and travels with PMB, and let's see here, Kelly, anybody that does go live, Elisa on a regular basis, BFE, please put in the chat as I ask these questions, because your feedback is just as valuable as all three of ours, and helping Ron. I know Ron and others that are on the fence too are going to be watching this and looking at the chat. I have the chat replay, so they can all see your inputs, because I think all of our inputs are important, and we're not up here saying that we're experts, right? Oh, God, no. I'm not saying I'm an expert. Chet's not saying that. Robert's not saying. We're just saying from our experience, how things have gone and how we're learning, and that you could do it. You could definitely go live if you're thinking about it. So
and put your questions in the chat too, because even though we have some things we're going to talk about, doesn't mean that we have your question.
Yeah, we got experience, not expertise.
No.
So a lot of things, going live, especially your first time, is we also want to recommend, what is your channel about, and who are you?
Yeah.
A lot of times we want to see, what your channel's about and who you are. If you can bring those two things, it really helps.
Oh, there's so many times where Chet's watching somebody. I'm like, who are they? He's like, I don't know. They haven't introduced themselves yet. Right. I'm like, how long have you been watching them? He's like, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes. I said, oh, okay. What's their channel about? He's like, I don't know. They ain't talked about anything yet. So remember, even if you're repeating yourself, don't feel like you are a broken record. Tell people who you are. And so many times they don't know us as Robin and Chet. They know us as Sea Lake Journeys. We met people a couple weeks ago on a cruise. They didn't remember our names were Robin and Chet, but they sure did remember we were Sea Lake Journeys. So don't be afraid to
speaking
promote
of
yourself.
The Champagnes, I just saw them in the chat. We met them on our last cruise on the Sun Princess. Hey, Champagnes!
The traveling Champagnes. Hi, it's Kim and Al. Hello, traveling Champagnes. Who are the traveling Gilberts? Joe says 46 members to 500. Let's see if I'll get them to 500. Hello, Jimmy. Welcome in. Bama says, Captain Scott. Hello, Bama. Great to see you. Sharon also joins us. Good evening, Controversial Cruising. Cook supper tonight. Well, I didn't cook anything, so I'm not gonna. I don't know what I'm gonna do. But after I burnt that pizza, I don't know. Fearless Rambler George. George. Let's see. I never have issues. Okay.
Jimmy never has issues. It's true.
Technical issues are the worst kind of difficulties. We have internet issues if the weather's bad. Yeah, and a lot of us do too as well, Joe. And Jimmy, thank you for the membership. Yes, I think that was a couple days ago on his live. I think Jen.Cohen gifted a bunch of memberships. I don't know if you were in that, but if that's what you're talking about, but I know she did. Let's see. Jimmy, how are you doing and how are you feeling? Scott, I think we need a group chat together to get those. Yeah, that we could definitely do that. That's 100%. I don't even know how to make a thumbnail. Yeah, we're going to continue like this series and June. So we can't talk about everything all at once. But we'll definitely have segmented, how to make thumbnails and do different things if this really is something that you guys like, which seems to be.
We have done that too. We've had people that wanted to go live, and we said, okay, listen, we're going to set up a StreamYard thing, just us. It's not going to be public. It's just us. Nobody else can see us, and we'll pretend to let you do your show, and you kind of get the groove a little bit, and because you see yourself on the computer, you feel like you're live.
Right.
Practice makes perfect.
That's right. And honestly, it's good that you said that, because I think that really and I was going to say this before, but I think we could be our own biggest setback, right? Oh, yeah. We're always waiting for the perfect time to go live. Oh, we got to wait until the 28th because of this, or we got to wait on a Thursday, or we got to wait when we have our perfect thumbnail and do that, right? And we're always kind of prolonging or progressing it. Rather than just going live. I mean, my first live, I still look back at, I don't even think it has a thumbnail. I think it was a 12-hour live with Eddie or something like that. 12-hour live, something like that with Eddie. And it's just the four of us. And I would never do that now. Right now, I have to have the thumbnail. I'm like, but this is how I evolved. And I think that that's really important, right? And I kind of just threw it out there, and I thought I was going to delete it. And obviously that's not a good thing. We'll talk about that in future lives. But yeah,
we worked with someone that she wanted to do lives. She wanted to start doing lives. And I told her, I said, you can do this. She's like, I don't think I can do it, Robin. I said, you can do it. Don't think you're going to do an hour live right off the bat. Okay. No. Because you already have a lot of anxiety. Do a live. If it's 5 minutes, it's 5 minutes. If it's 10 minutes, it's 10 minutes. So she did her first live, and I want to say it was like 5 minutes.
Yeah, you do not have to start off with a half hour, 1 hour show.
No,
then she did her next live, and she's like, I can't believe I talked for 10 minutes. And then before you know it, she was doing hour lives. But you have to do it. You have to do it on your pace, that feels comfortable to you, not what everybody else expects. And you mentioned a good thing about not making sure it's a Thursday at 2:00, whatever. I say, don't be so concerned that you're taking someone else's time slot. YouTube does not sell 8:00 in the morning time slots to people. Okay? There's a million lives going on at 8:00 in the morning. Now, you may not be seeing all of those lives because you're seeing what lives you may be subscribed to or what YouTube thinks you may be interested in. Don't put yourself in a box because of somebody else's channel. Because if they're not there watching your live right now, doesn't mean that 2 hours from now they're not going to watch live.
Correct. Exactly. And as long as it's not doing it maliciously, right? You're not saying like, listen, I know Sharon and Jackson goes live on Wednesdays at 8. Guess what? I'm going live at Wednesday. Like, that's different. Exactly. We're not talking about that. We're just talking about, hey, listen, just because it's Thursday at 4:00, right? Don't put yourself in that box and don't make it that it has to be Thursday and it just so happened to be on Friday. And now you got to wait a whole week, right? Because now you're procrastinating. And then what are you going to?
Yeah, because if 7 a.m. is the only time you can go live, or 8:00 a.m. is the only time you can go live, because you can't go live at night because of this and that. You got kids, you got baseball, you got bowling, whatever.
Thank you, Chen.
And you know that, well, I know Bill Smith has got his on, and I know so-and-so's got theirs on. You know what? You're probably going to step on somebody's toes somewhere. So don't be afraid of it. You just got to say, this is the only time I can go live.
Right.
And you may have to do that. Like you say, it ain't malicious. It's just like if I open a store, it's going to be open Monday through Friday, the same as your store. Okay. That don't mean they can't shop at both stores.
Right.
True. You're very right. And I think we forget that.
We had our morning lives. We used to do a morning live Monday through Friday.
Yes.
We did it at a specific time because I had to go to work.
Yes.
Right.
So we had to do the live in time for me to leave the house and be to work on time.
And I think that's how a lot of the morning shows worked. And honestly, after a little bit, like 6 months in the game, when I found you guys, that's what I realized. I'm like, a lot of these shows, okay, it's because Robin has to leave for work. Okay, it's because Kurt has to leave for work. Okay, it's because Jimmy has to leave for work. Oh, it's like, oh, but it works perfectly for us as viewers. But we don't realize that it's actually just because they have to go to work, and obviously we all have lives, right? We're all
everybody's lives gets views after the live airs. Yeah. After the live ends, and it's just in your library of videos, you will still get views.
Correct.
It's not like the only time it's going to be viewed is when people are in the chat, like right now.
Correct. Ross says, be creative. Don't be afraid to try to stick to something new. Throw it at the wall and see if something sticks. That's right, 110%. And that's exactly what I did with Thirsty Thursday. And that's exactly what I did with Match Game with Greg, right? I had no idea when Greg posed that. I'm like, okay, let's try it once, right? You try it once. Don't be afraid to try it. And if it fails and everyone's like, yeah, and then you start to see your numbers go down, like, okay, maybe that wasn't it. Maybe Match Game wasn't it.
We used to, when we first started doing our lives, we literally had a written script. This is what Robin's going to say. This is what Chet's going to say. We don't do that anymore. Who would have ever thought that squeaky toys would be part of our morning show?
That was not part of the original plan.
Never part of our original plan. And the cowbell, when that came into play, I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. We've now got cowbells on our show.
Lori Barber did this.
So
in 3 years, use cowbells on show.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Take input from your viewers.
Yes.
If your viewers are commenting, like I can't tell you, Scott, how many people, including yourself, have commented.
More
we
want
to see Robin from Sea Lake Journeys do a packing thing for the Girl Scout thing. So we're listening to the input, and now I've told her the input says Robin from Sea Lake Journeys got to do a packing video.
And not only that, another thing is if you're live, because our live today is about going live. Okay.
Right.
If your chat all of a sudden filled up with which microphone should I use, now maybe you need to be able to switch gears to talk about what your audience is wanting to talk about. They're wanting to talk about the different types of microphones. What type of microphone do you use? So even though you had a plan for this, if your audience is I'm not talking about pulling you totally off topic.
Yeah, don't like walking dogs. We're not talking about walking dogs here.
Right.
But a microphone still fits into what we're talking about here.
Right. I mean, if you're a cruising show and you don't want to talk about walking dogs, then you recognize the comment in the chat, but don't let them drag you off your topic because your channel's not about dogs, you know. Even though we love dogs, we
do love dogs. BFE said the first one is the hardest. Just go for it. We'll all be there to support you. Yes, and this is a very supportive community. That's one thing I've learned. Oh my God! Happy New Year, everyone! Happy New Year to you, George.
Happy New Year!
And you know, saying that we'll all be there to support you. Make sure that you get out there. Hey, by the way, I'm going to do my first live next week. Then we'll all be expecting it, you know, and we'll make sure we support you. I don't know how many times people are like, well, nobody came. He didn't tell us.
You can also do an introductory video on your channel. I did that. It helped me with the introduction. Yeah, 110%.
Yes, it does. Good tip, Joe. Yeah.
Yep. As well as an exit, too. An intro video and an exit video.
Kelly says, tip for live streaming, use multiple devices. Keep them close in case one dies. Ooh, that's good. That's good. Love this.
We know people that do that as well. We will have two computers on at one time. One computer is muted and the other computer's not. Because if you don't have one muted, you'll get this crazy feedback going on. But yeah, we do that a lot. We have more than one device running at a time.
Very smart. Yeah, I have two right now. Dustin says, I'll use this info. I'm starting a true crime podcast. Ooh.
Oh, I love true crime. Oh, yes. I am like a true crime.
There's your first subscriber for that, Dustin, right there.
Us, Dustin. That's awesome.
Why do you watch all these true crime things? Should I be worried? You're looking at these women that killers. And...
I think she's looking for a plan or something.
Yes, podcasting it's a little different. We'll also do a show on podcasting. I have two podcasts myself. Well, one really that's actually a podcast. The other one I just have to get to work on them with very many episodes behind.
And speaking of, you know, talking about the podcast versus the lives, you can still do a live about a video that you have out there.
Definitely.
If that makes you more comfortable with getting in the groove of a live. Take one of your videos. We'll just say Amber Cove. You have a video about Amber Cove. Do your live about Amber Cove. And then you can also direct people to that video. By the way, I have a video on Amber Cove, and here's the link.
Yes. I wish I'd thought of that.
Stop.
I think I'm my own worst critic when making videos or going live. I think we all are.
Yeah.
It's not just you, it's all of us. I bring it every day. I agree. PC, iPad, and phone. Oh my God, Jimmy got all three.
I'll tell him all the time, why did you put that up? I look hideous. I look horrible. Did you see my hair? Did you see your hair? Look, did you see the crap in the background? Don't worry about all that stuff. Most people don't care. I mean, there's a wheelchair sitting here right now. How many people would notice that wheelchair if I hadn't pointed it out?
I actually did not even realize it until you pointed it out. So,
and nobody's noticed the monkey hanging from the jungle back there.
There's a monkey hanging up right here, and nobody ever talks about that monkey hanging up there.
Oh, there is a monkey up there. Oh my God. Yeah. Well, hello, DG Explorers. Dilly. Welcome in, guys. Great to see you here. Good. Let's see. The
first one is the worst. Actually, the first one can either get you excited about doing more or get you discouraged and you don't do anymore. So if it gets you excited, go for it. If it gets you discouraged, do it again. What is that thing? Do it till you love it.
You know, Sea Lake Journeys, we don't discourage easy. We had 0 viewers on our first one, and we didn't care. We're like, hey, at least we learned how to do something today. We know how to hit StreamYard button to go live, and trust me, I've still forgotten to do that. But.
And you know what we even said in that video? This is the way we ended that video. Oh well, nobody's here, nobody cares to listen to us, so we might as well go.
But we were laughing about it because we thought it was funny.
We thought it was funny, so it was like, okay, well, whatever.
Hey, it's all learning, and you did that day. You definitely did 100%. Orange Cone Vlog says I'm on hiatus till later this year. We'll be back. Well, we look forward to that. Elisa says you will get more comfortable with every time, each time, 100%.
But you know what? Go back to he said he's on a hiatus right now. That is a really, really good point because don't burn yourself out doing lives. Because you can burn yourself out to where you hate doing lives, and you just hate your channel.
You know why we do 3 lives a week, Scott? Because we used to do 6.
I know.
Now we do 3 is manageable, and you're refreshed for them. You feel good about doing them. When it was 6, after I'll tell you, like 9 months of doing that, we were like,
let me tell you what, there are some of our lives where he said to me, "You look like you hate being here." I'm like, I'm exhausted. I'm stressed. I can't keep doing this. I'm working a full-time job. I'm trying to be a wife and a mother to 2 dogs and 6 lives a week. And he listened to me, and then we went to 3. So taking the hiatus, do that. If that's what you need to save yourself and your channel, do it. And don't be afraid to do it.
No,
and
definitely
don't make
not.
excuses that you did it.
Definitely not. TJ also shares, I will be going live more this year. I caught one of your lives when you were, I forget, San Francisco. Remind me where you were, TJ. But I remember we were talking in your chat. That was a good live. It was beautiful. I love.
I would not suggest, just my personal suggestion, I would not make your first live ever from a cruise ship, because sometimes the internet is so wonky, and so that may frustrate you. My suggestion is don't make your very first live ever from a cruise ship.
It'll frustrate your viewers too. You're cutting in and out, because I've watched some lives from a ship and I was just like,
I can't watch this.
You should not have done this. When you're not looking at what you're doing. I mean, that's another thing. Pay attention to your screen, what's going on. If it's bad, get out. Make an escape plan and say, guys, I apologize. We'll come back to you another time when we have better internet or something.
Definitely. Ann Sheffield says, what a great way to encourage others. Thank you. Well, thank you for being here, Ann.
Thank you, Ann.
Let's see. I'm on hiatus too. I won't go live until Friday. Yeah, you have a day off, Jimmy. Please enjoy it. Please. DG said, we've been doing live for over 6 years. You have to do what works best for you. You really do.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. You do.
Hey, Keisha
is here. Hello, Keisha. Welcome in. Welcome in.
And you know, another thing about doing lives, you don't have to have a topic. Do you know that there are a lot of people on YouTube that come into live chats as a social outlet, not as a topic outlet? They want to really say hi. They want to talk about the weather where they're at. So you don't, quote unquote, have to have a topic. If you just want to be a chat, just have an everyday conversation. Correct.
That's honestly what I really host on Thursdays and Fridays, more of a social hour. It's not, we do have topics for Thirsty Thursday, and we do have the match game. But if you think about it, it's just a social hour. It's a virtual social lounge that emulates a cruise ship lounge, right? And
lots of people love that. Lots of people love that.
That's all it is. And that's great. If you plan the time to go live, the only time you have to do is do it. Don't hesitate. Hesitation is another enemy. That's right. 100%. Hello, Travel. Welcome in. Travel. Yes, we see. Right there is plenty of room for all of us. Every single one of us.
Yep.
Love the hashtag replay. Yes, and you definitely do the hashtag replay and leave wonderful comments there, Kim, to catch up on the awesomeness of the YouTube live shows. I do it all the time. 100%.
Yeah, Kimberly's around a lot of channels. She is good, and we appreciate it, Kimberly.
And I would suggest if you do decide to do lives, make sure you go back after your live and read any comments. Yes. After the live is over, because that's going to help you know what people wanted as the hashtag team replay people.
Yeah, very important. Jimmy says, I did 5 days a week. It was too much. I had to cut it to 3. Yes. And we're grateful you're still doing 3, Jimmy.
Yep.
Nikki says, Happy New Year's, everyone. Hello, Nikki. Welcome in. Najuma, if we didn't say hello to you, hello, Najuma.
Najuma, I love her name.
I do too. Beautiful name. When OCV and Live and Friends will be returning in a new direction, focusing on highlighting other creators, organizations that provide benefits to the world. I love that.
There you go. I love that too. Yeah. We've done some lives solely to promote other channels.
Yeah.
Yep. sometimes we had a guest, sometimes we didn't. Sometimes we just put their, their picture from their YouTube page. We just shared it and said, hey, this is a great channel. This is what they talk about. So your live can be about connecting, people together.
It definitely can. We got a
Okay, I'll bring it. You got it, girl.
Kelly's awesome. I love it.
Like Journeys.
We love it. I love it. Paul says, I'm still trying to get used to lives. Okay, well, definitely. I think consistency is the best at getting used to lives, right? Once you do one and you put that one foot in front of the next, I think it's a lot easier, whether you pick the same time or whether you don't. I think it's very easy to get used to lives the more you do them. I know that really sounds cliche, but the more you kind of force yourself or push yourself over that ledge, the more you're going to get comfortable to them. You really are.
And don't be stuck in that time frame. If this time it's 30 minutes, next time it's 40, and then the next time you do it, it's 28. Why are we echoing?
Correct. I had no idea either. So not about the echo, but I had no idea either. So I struggle keeping up with the chat on a premiere. Said it's a cruise life. I know it really can get crazy sometimes. That chat moves fast.
I type a lot faster now, Pete, than I used to.
I just do lives to have fun once in a while. No schedule at all. I love the spontaneity too, George. It is what it is.
Yep.
And then you really test who has those notification bells on.
Ain't that the truth?
Crystal Sparkle says, hey, awesome people. Hello, Crystal. Welcome in. The mic that I use is a toner mic, Dustin. I don't know if you guys are using an external mic or if you're just using.
We have a Rode, RODE.
Probably talking about yours for sure. Yours is way better. So definitely way better.
Yep, that's ours.
But it has upped the quality too. I don't want to go too far off into it, but it does really up the quality. And I didn't think so. I was like, oh, well, I'm not going to buy a mic. My laptop has one and everybody can hear me. But you plug the bad boy in, whether it's this one, whether it's one that you do a really good review on Amazon, it ups the sound game. And I'll tell you, I will watch a live with really bad video, but really good audio. But it is hard for me to listen to a bad audio and good video.
Yes.
I'm like, what am I?
And you know what? Your body movements just then prove why a mic that's not the laptop mic is better, even if it's one that clips on. Because when you move away, sometimes it cuts your voice out. So if you have an external mic, you can move it closer to you, like you have yours moved closer to you. I know that when we're doing podcasts, you have it moved even closer to you because there's more people, on the screen. And so everybody's volume is a little different. So that is one thing. Your body movements can affect your audio.
Yes, they definitely can. And I even have this. I have this backed up on Thursdays and Fridays. It's just off camera, and I know it's off camera, right? This is more of a podcast setting. This is more of a you want to kind of see that mic. So that's kind of the vibe and the mood that you kind of set with your audience, which is important too. So I'm glad that you said that.
Well, and when y'all started the podcast, the first one I listened to, I told Chet, I said, you got to move your mic closer to you.
She was right. And so from then on, I've been putting the mic up closer, made a difference.
But when I'm not here.
She's smart, Chet. She's smart.
That's why I keep her.
That's why the channel's in my name.
Great wisdom, Robin, says.
Hey, Scott, when you find one of these, make sure you put a ring on that sucker, okay?
Best
advice you'll ever get from Sea Journeys. If you find one of these, put a ring on it.
Chet, I'm trying. I didn't stay up till midnight, and my grapes are still in my fridge. So I guess I don't know. I guess I'm gonna have to wait till 2026. I prefer cats as Crystal Sparkle.
Cats.
That's because we were talking about dogs.
Yeah.
We were so nervous when we went live that we would have to be perfect, right? And I think we kind of put ourselves in that box. We have to be perfect. We aren't, and we're okay with that, right? No one's perfect. I love that.
I say be yourself. If you are an extrovert, be an extrovert. If they tell people tell him all the time he's like a game show host. Be a game show host. If that's who you are, be who you are. If you're quiet and reserved, just scoot that microphone a little closer to you and be you. Do you.
Right.
If you're a heavy breather, just go ahead and get a little closer to that microphone.
Because honestly, too, once you go live, people can read body language and they can read authenticity, right? And the second, right, maybe the second that you're not authentic, people are like, oh, what's that smell, right? So just be yourself. And if people don't like you, that's fine, because there's another person that does, and there's 4 other people that do. And, we'll get 70 other people to love you, just like Sea Lake Journeys, just over at Sea Lake Journeys.
I hear that, brother. Come on, put your hashtag SLJ in there.
That's right.
Get to know you and love you like we do.
And we when we started our channel, we did a lot of studying because we approached our YouTube channel as a business. And did you know that smiling brings people to your channel? That a smile will bring people to your channel, because people are social creatures. They don't want to see gloom and doom. They want to see you smiling. Even if your topic is serious, you can still smile.
Hey, I found out that people like Batman. So
sometimes they do. Sometimes they talk about your clothes you're wearing. They do. You've had that, Scott. People talk about your t-shirt. What's your t-shirt say, Scott?
It says the Sultan of SWAT.
Love it.
Love that movie. Love that movie. TJ said, I wouldn't mind doing a collab with someone. It may happen this year. Well, TJ, maybe you can be on the match game, or maybe you can come and hang out on Thirsty Thursday. Just send me a message.
We've done collaborations with people too. So, yeah. That's another thing. If you're wanting to collaborate with somebody, do you know that we reached out when we first started? We reached out to a channel that was a lot bigger than we were at the time, because we didn't have hardly anybody, right? And we told them, we said, we would like to collaborate with you. How do you feel about that? And the reason we chose them is because it was a couple, and they did lives together as a couple, and we liked the way that their approach was, because they were very similar to us,
and they're about cruising.
And they said absolutely. So our first year we collaborated with them a lot. We didn't necessarily do a lot of videos together or lives together, but they gave us ideas for topics, and then, they came into our chat and they helped us keep our topic moving along, so yes.
They're like us, but they're very different from us. And that's what we found out, that, be yourself.
Right.
People are going to, and people don't just like one kind of personality. Some people love the excitement and energy of some of our shows, Scott and us, but sometimes, they can still love a show that's a little more mellow and chill. You can love apples and oranges.
Yes.
We had somebody tell us that if he wasn't such a game show host, they would watch us more. Okay.
Sorry.
They did subscribe, though.
Yeah, they did subscribe.
I love it. And speaking of the collab, actually, when I first started this channel, I was actually just coming off, well, not just, but I was coming off working for a fitness influencer, actually, that used to live here in Scottsdale. So there was a lot of things that I kind of brought over, but I actually have a typed out collab letter that is basically kind of like your meat and potatoes that say, fill in here, but it's very formal. That would say, hello, Sea Lake Journeys, I've been watching your channel for a while, and, I just want to introduce myself. My name is Scott. I'm from Controversial Cruising. I would love to collab with you. Here's my idea. Insert idea here, kind of like a Mad Lib, but insert here. So it didn't seem so, cut and paste, copy and paste. It was more personable. But now I'm just like, now I just DM like the way I honestly, I don't even remember, Chet, for the podcast, if I sent you that formal letter or if I just sent you a DM, but now I'm just DMing people and being like,
I don't remember either. All I know is I said, Scott wants to do something. Heck yeah, I'm in.
Because you never know who is going to be excited about working with you.
Yeah.
It'll be the person you least expect most of the time.
100%.
And then don't be upset that they didn't stick with you for the year or whatever, because they've got their own channel to do. Because we helped a lot of people do lives in the beginning, and once we saw them off and rolling, you don't need us anymore. Go do your thing. Go be you.
Yep. Absolutely. Ross says, once you start, be consistent with your lives, be regular with your schedule, and communicate with your schedule in advance. 100%. That helps your audience a lot. Crystal Sparkle says, appreciate you, Scott, sending so much love and light for you. Happy New Year, and sending so much love and light right back to you. Look for dark discoveries coming around. Ooh, around March. I love it. I love it. It's going to be on Spotify, Dustin. Spotify.
I'm writing it down because she'll definitely be on that, Dustin.
You know it.
Magnificent Journey with Darian is here. Hello, brother Darian. North Shore Travels also has come in. Hello, North Shore Travels. Welcome in. Welcome in. Darian, it's always great to see you. Mike is here. Hello from Cruise Nuts. Mike and Tracy, I'm sure. Scott, Mike, Tracy. It takes me longer to prepare for the live than the actual live stream itself.
Yeah, that's probably very true.
It's true. 100%. Yeah. Especially with all the intros and the bumpers and things like that. I take days before to prepare for a lot of my live shows. And I can't wait to see your gardening. I know it's a little cold right now, Keisha, but I can't wait till your gardening lives come back. So I miss those. Danny D says, hey, troublemakers. Well, hey, Danny D, that's a supporter. Great to see you. Let's see. Midnight Gardener is here. Oh, yes, we did hear about that. The 10 people that are killed. Yes, 100%. And praying for them. Thank you for joining us too as well. Going Green Mom is here. Hello, Going Green Mom. Welcome in.
Hey, Megan.
Great to see you. If you do too many lives, it will burn you out. Burning out is pretty bad and it's pretty easy to do. Yes, 110%. Yep. Down to the bottom. Sorry, try to get down to the bottom. Robin, you've hit the nail on the head regarding making yourself first. I made myself first in 2020 from my bed.
There you go.
Yep.
Wow. All right, Joe.
Yep.
North Shore Traveler says, I'm still trying to get the hang of how to post video or trying to post videos on a regular basis. Not sure quite at the live level yet. But
so you don't have to be. Okay. That's the thing. Your channel is not going to be built off your lives most of the time. They are going to be built off your videos. I would say that if your channel does not have a lot of videos and you're not consistent about posting videos once a week or once every 2 weeks or whatever, work on that first. Don't worry about the live right now. Work on getting some consistency with your channel. And I see Tuber Chat. We connected with Tuber Chat, a lot in our first year because Tuber Chat is definitely one of those channels that helps you grow. Yes. But it's working together as a group. And we found some other channels to collaborate with from being part of Tuber Chat.
I've got a tip, though, for you on scheduling your regular videos. It's something that I do to this day. And you just saw Going Green Mom in here. That's Megan. And we have the Friday Raid Parade. It comes on at 2 o'clock every Friday. It's a series of YouTube channels. And we put a video up of our own every Friday. And I make sure that I have a video ready every Friday. Yes. That's how you get a schedule. Yes. You put yourself in a position where, like, I've got to have a video ready, and then you do it, and you get yourself trained into that schedule. And now it's easy. Now I've got a video ready every Friday.
And if you want to be part of the Friday Raid Parade, and she still does Saturday too, right? No, Friday Raid Parade. Right. It was always Friday Raid Parade. But if you want to be part of the Friday Raid Parade, connect with Going Green Mom, and she will definitely. There are rules. It has to be a certain length, and it can't be more than a certain length. And you have to, get your video linked to her by a certain time frame and all that. But that's a great way to build consistency. Yes. And the other thing I wanted to mention was you had Danny D up there a while ago, and Orange Vlog. Yes. And EM3074, get you some moderators if you're going to have live. Yes. You'll see that all those little blue wrenches, what that means is that person is a moderator for this channel, which means they're going to help you with your chat. And don't just say, hey, will you be a moderator for me? Tell the moderator what you want. This is what we did when we first got moderators. We said, please help us greet the people in the chat and keep our topic rolling as best you can, and share links. When we see a new channel come in, share their links. So moderators and another thing is, kick people out too. So I'm
yes, you need a moderator.
People will have your back for sure. You need
That's
people to
right.
have your back.
I'm a moderator for several channels, and there's been several occasions where somebody's came in and wanted to do something obscene or something like that, and I immediately put the kibosh on it and boot them out.
Yes.
No delay. So get yourself at least a couple of experienced moderators who are not afraid to boot somebody out if they have to. And it's important because your channel can get really messed up if you don't have some good moderators in there. So get yourself some good moderators. And there's people around that know how to be a good moderator. You can find them.
Well, and not only that, there is tons of young people. And I don't mean young people in their 20s. I mean teenagers and younger than teenagers that are watching YouTube. Yeah. They're going to watch this live because it's family oriented. Their parents have already said, I know that there's not any vulgarity or anything like that going on this channel. Yes, you can watch that channel. You can have a moderator in there and someone using foul language that you don't want your grandchild to see, or the neighbor kid that watches your channel on a regular basis, and they'll boot them out of your chat. Yep. And they can remove that foul language.
Remove the comments. Yeah.
Yes.
At the very least, they can remove the comments or whatever you deem necessary.
Yeah.
100%. My first live stream was via Instagram and on a cruise ship. 7 a.m. in the rain. Very discouraging.
You're brave, girlfriend. You're brave.
Oh, Keisha.
And Keisha, I don't know if you know, but I started a butterfly garden. So when you go back to gardening, have me as a guest on your show, and we'll talk about my butterfly garden too.
Hug for Keisha.
Elisa says, suggesting if you have a chance to join in on a live or an interview, do that to get a sneak peek of what it's like. That's how Chet and Robin helped me to start going live. They invited me up one day.
Yep.
We love Elisa.
We do. And if, Sea Lake Journeys, we are open to everybody. If you want to be invited into one of our shows, send us an email, sealakejourneys@gmail.com, and tell us you would like to be on our show as a guest to give you a little feel of what it's like to be on live. Yeah, sure. Come on.
100%. You have watched, you must have watched my live from the Radiance Cruises, Chet. Pure sporadic.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I watched that one, George.
Danny shares when she's going to be taking a break, and you definitely deserve it, Danny D. We support that 110%. Let's see here. Michael Ann is here. Hello, Michael Ann. Welcome in. I plan a general topic, but doesn't always go that way. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it doesn't. Hanuki World Tour is here. Happy New Year to everyone. Let's make it a great year. Let's make it a great year. Right back to you. Thank you for joining us. Life with Tanisha RN is here. Hello, Tanisha. Welcome in.
Tanisha.
Angie says, we used to do a live internet radio show with a live chat. Oh, that's kind of interesting. It's kind of like it's kind of like a virtual podcast. I like it. Yeah. Kelly says, thank you for the cowbell.
Sea Lake Journey's got the cowbells for you. I bring it.
I love her smile. Look at her smile.
I know, right?
Right?
$1 million smile.
Yeah, $1 million smile.
One word advice for me: if you plan to do a live, you'll be anxious and nervous. If you do that for the first one, make it a learning curve and learn from any mistakes. That's right. Bill even shares with us that he gets nervous sometimes before he tells me. So I mean, he admits it to you guys. He said it on the air. So we did an hour and 20 minutes this morning, because I know we did. Your shows are now like an hour and 15 minutes. It's kind of what I expect now. Rode microphones made in Australia. Yes. Talking with Bob. I have the bell on, but no notification popped up. Said Bob, well, you're here. We are glad you're here, Bob. Thank you for joining. I use the Blue Yeti mic. Says
I have. We started with a Yeti mic, and now the Yeti mic is in my office that I use for work because I'm in lots of meetings, and the Yeti microphone's now in my office, and the Rode is in here.
Bad audio is a deal breaker.
Yes,
it is.
Scratch and Pete is here. Hello, Scratch and Pete. Welcome in. Welcome in. Poor audio can kill a vlog or a live stream instantly. That is.
Yes. Do you know how many people we get commenting, listening and working?
Yes.
Listening while driving, listening and doing something. That's why you got to have good sound.
We're big about, in the kitchen making breakfast, and somebody's even CME is in here on the computer, but we can hear it out in the kitchen.
Yeah, right. So,
Not necessarily watching it. We almost always
Listening.
all
You're
live.
listening, watching. You're listening, watching. Right. The type of equipment makes the difference. And you do get what you pay for. Yeah.
You do yep.
That's right, Jimmy.
Totally.
Yeah.
Hello, M74 says hello there, Mike.
But you don't have to put a lot of money in. I'm just saying, you don't have to go break the bank to be able to do lives, or even start a YouTube channel for that matter.
No, that last one you got in your office, we got at Walmart.
Yeah.
You get over the nerves with practice. Yes.
Yeah.
110%. I'm terrified of being a heavy breather. Me too.
It's okay, Dustin. People don't mind.
Get one of these, and then it takes a little bit out of the heavy breathing. Event yours. Hello, event yours. Welcome in, Tanya. Great to see you. Embrace your inner DJ. Whoop, whoop. Let's see.
Another thing I want to add too is people ask us all the time, what kind of platform do you have to purchase to go live? You don't have to purchase any platform to go live. YouTube itself has a live platform. You don't have to purchase StreamYard or some of these others, what are they, Canva, or I can't think of a name. What are they, Scott?
StreamYard and Streamlabs and EVMux and there's a bunch of them.
Yeah, you don't
OBS is another one that's complicated though.
Yeah, you don't have to purchase any of those. You can go live straight through YouTube itself.
We do have StreamYard ourselves, though.
We have StreamYard ourselves only because we like the chat in StreamYard, and we like that we can invite guests in a StreamYard. YouTube's live. You don't have all those luxuries, but there's a free version of StreamYard.
There is. Uncle Dave says, my first live ever was with y'all on the match game. I believe it was the first, but you were yes, you are 110%.
I remember that, Uncle Dave.
Yes. And now you go live on Fridays when Greg gets too drunk and calls you and says, hey, you want to go live? It's like, Uncle Dave's going to be there. I know it.
I did a horrible time. I did a horrible job when we were on the match game. Chet did a great job on the match game, but I didn't. I did a horrible job.
Oh, you guys did great. You guys are going to come back in 2025 too. Yes. Don't get caught up in the drama. Yes. Let the good mods handle the trolls.
That's another thing. Don't let negative comments, whether they're in your chat, whether they're later on your video, or whether it's on a video itself, or whether it's Facebook, Instagram, do not let a negative comment ruin you and what you're wanting to do with your show.
Let me tell you, I'll tell you how I handle the negative comments. I'll get people say, oh man, your show stinks or whatever. And I'll be like, hey, thanks for the input. We appreciate that. Please consider subscribing to our channel and be part of the Sea Lake Journey crew.
And you would not believe how many people actually subscribe. And they say, well, with that attitude, I guess I got no choice but to subscribe.
I've actually had people comment back that yes, I'm going to go ahead and subscribe now.
And we had one guy that just blasted us out of the water, right? I mean, recently blasted us out of the water, told us what a horrible job we did on our channel and everything. And so Chet was reading it to me. He says, the grammar police is going to go arrest this guy because this is a whole paragraph with not a single punctuation.
Spelling and punctuation was out of a chimp. Okay. But I still went ahead and said, hey, thanks for your input. We appreciate it. Please consider subscribing to our channel. See, I've got it memorized. I've had to do it so much.
Well, here is one of your true subscribers that say, my kids walk around now saying, thank you very much. Thank you very much. See, we all know it. We all know
it's so funny. When we started our channel, I told Chet, I said, I want to end all of our videos with something that's memorable, right? Because we grew up with like the Brady Bunch, all those shows that you remember, the theme songs, even commercials to cereals. So I said, see you around the channel. And that started, and it's so funny because other channels will almost say it. It's like, we don't own that. We don't own that saying.
There you go. You got a moderator volunteer.
There's a moderator right there.
My aunt's already got a wrench. She knows how to use it. Elisa, sometimes the boot is needed. That's right. That's right. Well, the match game isn't PG or PG-13. You're right, man. I put that on the thumbnail. You're right. Oh my goodness, my mods all trained me. They didn't know they were mods until they showed up and they were blue. You're right. You're right. I was excited. I was very excited. I am more casual on modding these days. I was modding 40 plus hours a week in the beginning of 2021 pace.
What?
We know several people that were, when we first had
Yeah.
a channel, we know a couple people, and y'all know them too, that moderated for so many channels. I told Chet, I said, I don't know how this young lady's doing it. She's got to be burnt out. She is moderating 40, 80, 60 hours a week.
Yeah, that's why you need multiple moderators. That way, you know, somebody ain't gonna be there for every show.
Right.
You know, maybe they watch your Tuesday show and somebody else watches your Thursday show or whatever.
We personally think 5 is a good number. 5 moderators is a good number, because if you have 5 moderators, the chances of you having 3 in every show is pretty high.
Yeah. Engage with your audience, set a topic, but be open to changing your topic based on what your audience's reaction. Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
I would love to have Robin to discuss the garden and beautiful butterflies. Gotta work on a schedule and content. Oh my God.
Okay, so Keisha, I have a butterfly
Ooh.
garden where I raise and release monarch butterflies and black swallowtail butterflies. So I have the nectar plants, I raise the caterpillars all the way up to chrysalis, and then release them.
That's
Yes, we got to do it.
I want to see that. That'd be cool. That's a collab I want to see in 2025.
And I actually have a video that's sped up showing the monarch from making the caterpillar to making the chrysalis to coming out as a butterfly, because that's actually a 2-week process.
I love that. James L. Canton says,
Hey, James.
hello, James. Welcome in.
James!
Platforms are not necessarily, you can use a free version of StreamYard, yes, and you can go live through YouTube too as well. I only use the free version of StreamYard and have been for 3 years. I use the free version of StreamYard and love it. Oh, Kelly brings us a tip, says use the mute button if you have to.
There you go.
You see what I did there? Sneeze or any other bodily situations.
Yes.
Yeah.
And don't be afraid to use and just tell your audience what you're doing. Hey, I got to mute for a second, or I'll be right back. Hang on. The dog's barking or whatever it is. Don't be afraid to interrupt your own show for something that you need to interrupt it for.
And if it's not your show, like in the morning, sometimes when I mute myself, I don't tell everybody because, you know, there's some things that I'm doing behind the background that
and other people are talking anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
That's right.
Booty poop poop. You know, good evening, everyone. Scott and oh my god, I'm cold. I'm in Florida. I have to wear long pants and drink hot chocolate spiked with some Fireball while I'm camping. Well, you enjoy camping.
I cannot believe
Hey,
our
Ryan.
stupid cold snap that we're having right now. It's stupid.
Oh, my
Hey,
good friend Luciano has come in, Mr. Home Run Boy. He hit a home run in his playoff game, and he asked me why my teeth are so white.
People ask me that too. I'm like, I don't know. It's toothpaste. I brushed my teeth.
Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you.
They also want to know why his chin's so white.
I brush it.
I brush it.
I miss my
Green
teeth.
peas and pork chops. Ooh, make me a plate, please. I'm starving. Let's see. Can I get to the bottom of this chat? Having a good loyal mod is a blessing. I did have to make some changes about a year and a half ago. Yes.
And your moderators may not stay with you the whole time. You may need to have to keep asking for other people to be moderators, because what happens is moderators all of a sudden find themselves moderating too many things.
And hey, there's a double squeaky moderator right here, Danny D.
Yeah.
Danny D, I love being a mod for Sea Lake Journey, Scott, Michael, and Ross, and so many more. Well, we love you, Danny D. Thank you very much. We plan to hook up with Captain Billy J. Freight late Friday afternoon, early evening. Ooh,
all right.
Look forward to that. Super Mod is our wonderful Pete, Scratching Pete, a mod for me. Yes, absolutely. He is absolutely everywhere. Says, oh, Keisha, you're amazing. You're amazing, Pete. You guys are all amazing. That's why all of my members are given wrenches. I know at least 25% will be present. Oh, that's a good.
Exactly.
Your members are wrenches. I never.
And talking about asking people to be a moderator, we've asked some people to be a moderator before, and they told us no. Don't be offended if they tell you no.
Right.
And,
and
don't say, well, why? What do you mean no? Don't. Because you don't know. Maybe they're not comfortable being a moderator. Right. Maybe they don't know how to be a moderator. Maybe they're just moderating for a whole bunch of people, or maybe they're burnt out as a moderator. Right. So don't be offended if they say no.
Exactly.
I missed the gardening premieres. I was late because I was working on my gardening notes and spreadsheets.
I worked on my gardening notes today too.
Oh my God, gardening and spreadsheets.
Oh wow, that's serious business, Robin. I won't tell you what to do. The greedy cabbage eating pests. Oh no, they're not.
Oh yes, they are butterflies. They are.
Yeah, Jimmy, you know.
A lot of the ones that eat the cabbage, they're moths. They're not a butterfly. They're a moth, a cabbage moth. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that's right. Hello, Lucia and Glenn's World. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. No. I do have the touch-up appearance though on.
You wearing makeup.
Oh, you do look like you got some makeup going on there, Scott.
There you go.
I'm just naturally beautiful, I guess. Hello, beautiful people. Hello, call me V. Welcome in. I will get us down to the bottom of this chat, I promise. I am a mod for a few amazing channels. Scott, Jamie, Sean, and a few other amazing people. Yes, 110%. Putting Nightbot or Streamlab to work, dropping links. Yeah, we can do Nightbot another day.
Yeah, and let me tell you, if you want to use Nightbot, there are plenty of people out there that can tell you how to use it. I actually have a cheat on it because you have to know what to put in Nightbot.
Yes,
so that it will do what you have to know how to make a command for it. But if you want to know how to make a command and you see that Nightbot sharing links, that channel knows how to do it. Ask them, they'll tell you.
I don't know how.
I don't know.
I know how.
Thanks for the tips, you all, for my channel. I will wait to start doing any lives, but I will continue to join others when asked, though. We love that. We love that, North Shore. And if you have any questions, please feel free to find my contact. Well, my contact's controversialcruising@gmail.com or on any other social media, but I'm sure you can also message Sea Lake Journeys. They are very approachable, too.
And, if you do decide to do a live and then you decide it's not for you, don't feel guilty. It just wasn't for you. Shorts aren't for everybody. Not every channel does shorts. If it's not for you, it's not for you. Don't feel guilty about it. Bottom. Where's the bottom of the chat?
There's no bottom. It's bottomless.
No
bottomless. Paulzilla. Hello, Paulzilla. Welcome in. I know how to pull wrenches during a live stream too. Nightbot has a tendency to run. Yeah, I know. Yeah, we were seeing that. Nightbot was beating up on some people. That's for dang sure. This last week and a few.
You use too many emojis, man. That Nightbot will get you.
Yeah.
All right. I think I'm gonna hop down to one of the most important questions, I think, to end this stream. Both of us will answer, but what do you think would be the one thing you would tell somebody either on the fence or someone that is new to YouTube live streaming that wants to live stream? What's one piece of advice you both would give that person or that channel, excuse me, I should say?
Don't go live with a ukulele. I made him spit his water out. I knew I could do it. No, tip for going live is check around, find out, get some information like you're doing right here from Scott and Sea Lake Journeys. Learn something. That way you kind of got your eyes open, knowing how and when and why and where to go into a live. And so that you can eliminate as many mistakes as possible, and then go in there and don't be afraid to make some more when you get in there.
Right.
I think my tip would be, don't be afraid to throw the whole plan out the window.
Yes.
Let's say that you decided you were going to do an hour. It's been 25 minutes. You don't know what else to do. The plan now is 25 minutes, not an hour. So just be willing to throw the plan out the window, and it's okay.
That's right. I love it. I would say your little board there would be just do it. And don't fall into this whole niche thing. I think a lot of people like to throw this word around niche. And while I think it can help you, and I think a lot of channels have a certain niche, I think a lot of channels have many niches. And I think when you put yourself in this niche or in this box, you kind of limit yourself, not only in your mind, right, but you also limit yourself on YouTube. So you can have many niches, and for your first couple lives, for your first 100 lives, maybe you don't have a niche, and you just go out there and you just do it. Sorry.
Well, one thing that COVID did was COVID opened up the virtual social platform. That's one thing that it did. We had virtual holidays. People love having YouTube channels, like we said earlier, as social outlets.
Yes.
A social platform.
100%.
Yeah. Like Scott made a good point. Your niche is important for your videos if you want to make money, because advertisers are looking for your niche. But for lives, man, you go in there, you're live, and you're talking. You know, it's what topics. Yeah. Like you say, have a plan going in, and then let the people help you dictate what you're going to go talk about.
Yep.
That's correct. I mean, hey, I never thought that I would be doing the Thirsty Thursday and the Friday, the Match Game Friday, right? I started out with Cruise Talk because I niched and thought, hey, everybody just wants Cruise Talk, right? They do want Cruise Talk. Part of them do, but the other part wants to be entertained on Thursday and Friday, and I know I can do that too. So I didn't niche myself off. I said, hey, this is what people want. Yep. And they're actually both very popular lives. So
you don't have to have a fancy title either.
You don't.
You don't have to have a fancy title.
Yeah, wait till you see my thumbnail for Friday.
And you
Scott.
don't have to have a fancy thumbnail.
Check out my thumbnail for Friday. You're gonna love it.
I love your thumbnails though, Chet. They're great. Yeah, they're very easy to read. I like that you use text that's easy to read and the background that is bright and it's easy to read. That's very important too. You know, because if I can't read a thumbnail, I'm like, what the hell am I? What? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. You don't have to worry about putting everything on every single thumbnail. No, you spread the love.
The first time you go live, it's intimidating, but it's a lot of fun. It really is, 100%. Like Brandon made me do it. Just push the go live button and see what happens. I went from 3 to 40 peeps. Yes, exactly.
That's right. Exactly. Just push the button and go.
We do it.
Just remember to push the button.
It's fun.
V made me do it.
And if you don't go live, don't spill. Yeah, that's right. Don't spill any drinks on your laptop. V made me do it. Yes, I did. Yes, I did, Michael. And PK shares with us. We did just a weekly video for almost a year and a half before we started doing occasional lives. Then got our feet wet. Being in other people's channels as collaborators for a show. Yes, absolutely.
That's the best way to get your feet wet right there, Ryan.
Yes. Yes. And Ryan was in the chat for a while and Eddie's in the mornings and things like that. So it just takes so many times before you're like, let's go live. Let's do this. We could do this too. You know, let's do something different. Let's do it on this. Let's do it on that. And Ryan and I are actually going to have Ryan, Mel and I are actually going to have a collab in February or January talking about Carnival. So I can't wait.
Well, and you know, another thing that about going live is pay attention to your chat. You don't have to put every single, first of all, you don't have to put any chats up on the screen at all, right? But make sure you greet the people that have taken their time to come to your show. They want to be acknowledged. Do you know that the first time there was a big channel said, look, see like Journey Channel. I'm like, they said her name. You know, because
it's exciting.
It was. They acknowledged us. Yes. The people do like to be acknowledged.
They do. Of course. Call Me V says niche in French means doghouse. Words for thought. I love it. Ooh, interesting. It seems weird to watch yourself, says Elisa, but back after the first live, so you know what you want to change or improve. But it is weird, but now I can kind of do it. But yeah, definitely early on, I was like, I don't want to watch myself.
You have to go back and watch your live yourself. You have to.
Mm-hmm. And your videos as well. You need to watch your own content. Yes. The only way you grow and get better is that you can critique yourself.
Great tip, Elisa.
100%.
And if you can't critique yourself, have somebody else do it for you. The very first podcast that
a good friend critique you. A good friend.
Yeah, a good friend. The very first controversial cruiser podcast you guys did, I was critiquing you from another room.
She was.
And
Conscious Cruiser? Conscious Cruiser?
Conscious Cruiser, yeah. The Conscious Cruiser, sorry.
The unconscious cruiser?
Whichever one it was. I critiqued you guys from another room, and when the show was over and I gave my feedback, it was taken positively. If you have somebody that you trust to give you positive feedback, it's very productive for your channel.
It is. And now, hey, look, we're 26 episodes, or no, 18 episodes, 19 episodes in. I can't believe it. If you have guests on your panel, be careful in the conversations that don't take over your life. Be confident and reeling back in. That's right, 110%. And that's why I don't do that. Like, people throw their link up there and it's kind of like open mic. I've done it once, but I'm not.
We did that in the beginning too, and we don't do it anymore.
Yeah, don't do it because we've seen some channels get shut down for suddenly somebody pops up and they thought they knew them, and they came up and did some stupid stuff.
Right.
Yes.
Or they had something playing in the background, like we'll just make an example, the Super Bowl, but on the TV in the background. That Super Bowl TV show is gigging your channel.
Yeah.
Because 100%. You had a guest pop up.
Yep. Adventures with Roxanne joins us. Hello, Roxanne. Welcome in. I always rewatch my live stream. It helps me. Yes, absolutely.
Yep.
Definitely helps.
Yes.
Always.
I'll just gotten Chet. I'll add you as admins of the group. Thank you very much. I've had a great idea for a new show. The dating game. Let's put some singles together. Ooh, Roxanne.
Scott, did you hear that?
I like it.
I would watch that. That would be fun.
I'd watch it.
Oh, thank you very much, Keisha. You are popular, my friend. You are the niche. Well, thank you very much, Keisha. That is so very
You
nice.
are the doghouse, Scott.
I am the doghouse. Yes. That is big for me. I'm on the phone, and if I didn't have my info for my thumbnail and title, exactly. Yep. I still need help with.
And you can go live from your phone. You don't have to have a computer. You can go live from your telephone.
Yeah, you could. 100%. Elisa, we started live with the free version of Canva. I love Canva. Then you have a lot of YouTube thumbnails that you can go and edit. They give you a lot of templates too to kind of work with. And now AI, we won't go into that. Happy New Year, Jimmy. Yes. Have a fantastic night yourself. Me and Cindy talk about going live soon. I used to be live. Me and Cindy talk going live soon. I used to be live a time back. Okay.
Yeah.
I
remember when he did some lives a while back, probably more than a year or so ago. They were cooking.
Right. So we're in January and February. I can't wait, Ryan. And Mel, let's see. I was in shock and now I was in shock and tired. Now I am smooth and funny. I still get excited when I get a double squeaky. Oh, BFE.
Right there.
I know everybody gets excited. I get excited. Believe me, when I'm on the couch watching your guys' show too, I get excited. Kimberly Lavelle, thank you for all the info and education. Thank you so much for being here. Superman, beam me up, Scotty. Hello.
I'm Batman or Superman.
We love to see you there, KLL. Ohio travels with Chris as Scott Chat.
Chris.
Oh my God, the chat just jumped on me. Someone's lurking and grab, and yes, I know, shows up naked. We've seen it.
That's right.
I've seen it happen to some of my friends. Believe me. Believe me.
Yeah. And you also, when you have moderators sharing links, there again, a moderator can take a link down that's not an appropriate link for your channel.
Yeah, I never, as a moderator, never put a link up unless, if I was moderating for Scott and he says, "Hey, Chet, can you put their link up?" Then I do it. I never put up a link unless I'm asked to. And even then, I still go check the channel out to make sure it's a real channel.
Right.
Because a moderator can go over and check a channel
before they put a link
during your show to see what kind of channel that is. Because not all of them are good.
That's right. Rob from Cruising on the High Seas and Travel is here. Says, good day, y'all. Hello. Hey, Scotty, the one that is going to be outdanced by Drunk Rob. I don't think you're ever going to be. I think I am going to be outdancing you, Mr. Drunk Rob. So meet me on the Lido, my friend. You can pay for my ticket too, just to let you know. Mel had to censor herself on our live today. She was just chatting away and almost dropped the dun 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 F-bomb.
Oh no.
If you're 15 minutes in, you can drop the F-bomb. It's okay. Where's the squeaky peanut, says Joe. Oh my God, that's so funny. Everybody's just 895 out of 1,000. You are almost there, my friend.
Wow.
I was live, but no. Oh my God, you were live when? Right now? I'm sorry. We love you. I saw you live the other day, actually, believe it or not, Chris. And I know that was in the what day was that? I forget. It was a day that I was off. I was completely off. I said, Chris is live, and I jumped in. The Moonlight Adventures is here. Hello, what's up there? Josh and Chastity, the Moonlight Adventures.
Hey, make there. Look here. She's younger than I am. She's prettier than I am. That's how I make myself pretty.
I put up links, but in typical spreadsheet hosts. Oh yes, for the raid parade.
Raid parade. Yep.
Raid parade. Oh my god.
We love the raid parade.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. LaToya Williams also joins us. Hello, LaToya Williams.
Hey,
Great to see you. There have been so many people here tonight. Oh my God. Almost forgot to hit the like button. If you forgot to, please smash it just like Hanuki World Tour did. Chase,
Right.
Chas is blushing.
I know, because she's so pretty. Look how I wish I was young and pretty like that. I'm old now.
Baby, you're so fine.
I'm old and wrinkly now.
No, you ain't. She's so fine.
You're so fine. Well, this has been amazing. Thank you guys for coming up and talking about going live on YouTube. I'm sure this will find many people that are on that fence, like Ron, like so many of you guys in this chat. And I am so blessed to have amazing co-hosts that I can call on a whim, that can come up and share the great knowledge that you guys shared with us tonight. So thank you guys. Do you want to let us know where we can find more of you guys? Because I want to know where I can find more of you guys.
Well, before we say where you can find more of us, for those of you that are needing some advice for your channel or wanting to, have a little help, you're wanting to go live, if there's anything that we can do for you, you just reach out to us and we'll do everything in our power to help you if it's reasonable.
And if we don't know, we'll send you over to Scott.
That's right. You can reach us at all one word, sealegjourneys@gmail.com, and that's sealegjourneys@gmail.com. Now, tell me what we do.
All right, hey, come on and join us on Wednesdays and Friday mornings at 8:30 and Monday mornings on Spotify with The Conscious Cruiser, and also rotating channels between Scott, the Controversial Cruising, Lisa from Lisa's Adventures in Cruising, and myself at Sea Leg Journeys. Also join us Sunday night live at 6 p.m. where Robin from Sea Leg Journeys will join me, and we'll have all kinds of craziness going on Sunday night. And don't forget, we have videos every Friday in the Raid Parade, so you can find us in all these places. And thanks, Scott, for having us here tonight. Scott, the hardest working man on YouTube. If you haven't subscribed to Scott yet, come on, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. He is one awesome dude. You don't want to miss his shows. And make sure you hit that notification bell.
That's right. Ding, ding.
Thank you, guys. Well, guess what? I think I know where I can also find a little bit more Sea Leg Journeys right here.
Hi, I'm Robin. This is Chet, and we're Sea Leg Journeys.
That's right. So come on with us, and we're going to show you the ships, the ports, and the excursions that we do while we're cruising.
You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, and of course, YouTube.
That's right. So come on and join us on all the fun things we're going to do. We also have live shows Wednesday and Friday morning at 8:30 Eastern Time and Sunday night at 6 p.m. So come on and join us there too.
And don't forget, we have a wide variety of videos on YouTube, from everything from the food to the rooms to the excursions to the ships.
That's right. So come on and join us for the fun here at Sea Leg Journeys.
I love that commercial.
Yes, cowbell is included on Sunday night.
I love it. And that's another great thing about a co-hosting every week, and with multiple co-hosts. I had that already loaded for our podcast. So glad that we can share that, and absolutely love you guys. Ohio says, I missed you guys this morning, Sea Legs. Well, we missed you.
We didn't have a show this morning? What's today?
Wednesday. Yeah, the show this morning. Yep.
It's been a weird week, because I had a holiday last week and then a holiday in the middle of the week today.
Right.
I know, it's a weird week.
All right. And Danny D drops that Sea Leg Journeys. Thank you guys very much. Wow. Best promo ever. Thank you very much. You want to see one more? This is something that all three of us work on. So if you don't already follow us on Spotify for The Conscious Cruiser, please go over and do that. And let's watch this for 30 seconds.
Ahoy, fellow cruise enthusiasts. Ready to set sail on a sea of knowledge? Have you checked out the Conscious Cruiser podcast on Spotify? Well, what are you waiting for? Every week, our podcast is packed with all your cruising essentials. Whether you're driving to work, driving someone crazy, or driving to your next cruise port, pop on the Conscious Cruiser. We've got the best know-before-you-go cruise and travel tips. It's like having a cruise expert in your pocket. So give us a follow, give us a listen, and let's make your next cruise the best one yet. Don't miss out on the fun. Join the Conscious Cruiser community today. Now, back to the Conscious Casters.
I like that.
Yeah, I brought Elisa up, so now all the conscious casters are here. Elisa,
I like that.
That was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Go on and check us out on Spotify. We are trying to build up our presence on Spotify so we can go around and do this wonderful podcast on cruise ships all over the world and bring them live to you guys. So thank you guys so very much. Thank you for all of you joining. Thank you for all of you putting your input in. We will have a round 2 of this next week at the same time that we had this one, at the same time that Cruise Talk Live is at 5 p.m. Mountain State and 7 p.m. Eastern State, East Coast time, Eastern State time, East Coast time. and I'll see you guys the rest of this week. And I will also see you guys too on the YouTube streets. Thank you very much. Shared our podcast. Danny D already had it. Look at you. You're amazing. Thank you guys so much. And thank you so much, Sea Leg Journeys. I'll see you guys later. Bye, y'all. Let's see. Wait, where's the outro? I had the outro for today. I made a special
Get
outro.
your music ready.
Until next time, we'll see you around the channel.
See you around the channel.
Yeah, around the channel. Come on, Scott, find it. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, there it is. Cruise Talk Live outro. Bye. Talk to you guys later. Hope you loved it. Bye.